Hey everyone, today I have a really simple product here. This is a padded heel grip. So if you've ever been in a situation where you buy a pair of shoes, it fits perfectly on all aspects except for the length, then this is definitely something you probably want to look into. So recently I had purchased a pair of dress shoes by Clarks. Unfortunately, I'm kind of in between sizes. While the rest of the shoe, like I mentioned, like the width and also even the toe area fits perfectly, unfortunately it's just a little bit big, so my heel would slip out of the shoe if I didn't have this in it. So what these basically are, they are a shaped piece of leather with additional padding strategically placed. You can see in the middle. That way, once it's installed in the inside heel portion of your shoe, it would add additional spacing so that it would hopefully minimize the gap that you would otherwise have your foot be slipping out of your shoe. Installation is very simple. You can see you just remove the wax backing to reveal the adhesive side, and then you just need to orient it this way and then stick it inside the heel of the shoe. I try to put it as close to the bottom as possible without it kind of curling over onto the insole. Just to see if it actually would be beneficial for me, I just installed one first and then I tried it out and I did a little quick comparison with one that didn't have this inserted, and definitely the difference was night and day. The shoe with the heel grip, I was not slipping out, and you can see the one without, I'm clearly just very easy to pick up my heel from the shoe. Afterwards, of course, I promptly installed the other one for the other shoe, and after a few months use, it still looks pretty good. You can tell it gotten a little bit dirty, and it looks like I didn't perfectly install one of them. You can see it's actually caught a bunch of lint and is now not adhering to the inside of the shoe like the other one is. So I definitely recommend to take your time to properly install these the first time so you don't get this problem. They only unfortunately come in this gray color, which isn't too bad. It's pretty neutral, but I would have liked to have it come in, say, black or tan or brown. That fits most of these kind of business shoes that you would really want to get, but you are not able to modify. Now, of course, even though I'm only using this on a pair of ladies' shoes, you can definitely use this on men's work shoes as well. And if you check out the link in the description for the product link, you'll see there have been hundreds of ratings where people have successfully installed them in their shoes, and they all have witnessed that these are very comfortable to wear just because it is the leather-based material. If you were to read through the reviews, there's definitely a problem that does come up, and that is they tend to have some counterfeits of these that are not the particular brand Pedag that I'm reviewing right here. Unfortunately, they still sell it under the same product listing on Amazon. So for these cases, I always recommend that you buy it directly from Amazon as the seller, or buy a fulfilled by Amazon seller. That way it's much easier to return the product if it is to be fake or counterfeit. But bottom line, I think as long as you get the real deal, these are definitely very beneficial if you are in that kind of situation where you have a perfect shoe that you really want. It's just off a little bit in the sizing due to the length. This is a really inexpensive way to make that shoe fit you. As usual, the product link is in the description, and once again, I remind you to buy from either Amazon or somebody who is fulfilled from Amazon.